Coach, in your radio show, you mentioned getting off to a good start and wanting to. Could you sense not a good start coming from the week of practice?
We haven't been very consistent. It's kind of been the story of our team is 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and I didn't feel like we had the best use of the off week. I kind of sense that, but it's just been disappointing. We can't ever get into any sort of rhythm or get any momentum, which has been a major issue.
Coach, you guys seem to struggle a little bit in the paint, especially rebounding. What did you notice from your perspective there?
We struggled rebounding. We also struggled finishing. We missed a ton of layups at the rim. Now their length had something to do with that, but we missed. Just in the second half alone, we missed 5, basically point blank layups. But they made it difficult for us, and they were very physical with us. So we had to exert a lot of energy to get the ball into the paint. And then once we got there, we didn't finish off possessions. The last part's got to be the strongest part when you have those possessions, and we just weren't able to finish those off, and made it difficult for us. I think a lot of it was it took so much effort to get down there, we just couldn't finish them because we had to exert so much effort to get the ball to where we were going.
Coach, how pivotal was the foul shooting in this one tonight?
Who has?
Me.
Oh, good to see. Sorry. Look, we didn't shoot it well. They didn't shoot it very well from the free throw line either. They were 50%, I think, and we missed a lot of critical ones in the 6-minute game that would have given us a chance to close the gap and do some things, and we just we didn't finish them.
Some coaches are fearful after you play as well as you did against Florida State. It's tough to repeat that kind of effort. Most coaches, though, like Damon said, after they played the way that they did against Pitt, that he kind of knew they would have a little bit of a bounce back. Did you kind of fear the spot you were in today? He also kind of mentioned the week off for you guys.
Yeah, I was worried all week. I was about the only one of the team that was worried. But I was worried all week. Coming off the off week, noon tip off. It was the same spot Florida State was in last week, and we didn't handle it very well. We did our game on Tuesday, and we did the start of the game and had to restart the game on Tuesday because we couldn't start well against our scout team. So that's problematic, and that carries over. That carries over, but just give them credit. They messed up some layups to start the game against Pitt. They had some tough things happen to them against Pitt, and then they were able to bounce back and play with some physicality and really show some fight. So Coach Stoudemire did a great job having his group ready to go and to play extremely hard.
Well, seems like this year you try to push a lot of different buttons to get this team to play their best. Why do you think it's been such a struggle to find that consistency?
Yeah, I wish I knew. If I knew, we would be a little bit more consistent. But with this team, it's been 2 steps forward, 1 step back at every, maybe 3 steps forward, 1 step back. I'm not necessarily talking about losses, but also just in terms of like how we play, how we prepare. We just haven't been able to hit stride and have any consistency, and so that's been it's been a real challenge. Usually, we've had teams that will reel off 8, 10, 12 straight almost every year, and we're that ain't gonna be this group. So we're gonna have to, grit it out as best we can and try to, this is not a team that's like a rocket ship that's just gonna shoot up. We're gonna kind of level off and go back, and that's just kind of how it's been. And I didn't anticipate that, and I haven't done a good enough job of getting us to be able to take off.
Yeah, just to follow up a different point, Quadir didn't want to talk about the exchange you guys had in the first half. You did finish strong with a layup right after that, but is there anything you can elaborate on what the interaction was there?
I don't even remember.
It was like right before the end of the half. I think you told him, stop talking was what I heard, and just play. But
yeah, I don't even know.
Okay.
So much stuff goes on in the game. I'm not sure.
Sure.
This will go down as a quad 4 loss. It's not not what you wanted, but it doesn't necessarily, it's not an indictment necessarily on this season. But is there anything specific that you're,
Oh, it's going to be hard to recover from.
well,
You lose a home game like this, I mean, it's hard to recover from. I appreciate you trying to make it seem a little nicer than it is, but I mean, this is I mean, look, our resume wasn't great to begin with, but the best part of our resume is we didn't have any bad stuff on it. It was pretty clean. You know, we didn't have any quad 1 wins, but we didn't have any 3 or 4 losses either. We had a bunch of quad 2 wins. Well, now the best part of our resume is blemished. So, I mean, we're gonna have to punch above our weight class a couple times here to get this thing back where it needs to be.
was there anything different that maybe you want to, or is there going to be a different approach at all going forward?
I mean, we'll see. I mean, you got to look at everything, but we'll look at it and just kind of see what we need to do moving forward. I need to do a better job of putting our guys in better positions, and so we'll look at the film and look at where we are and see what we can do to put ourselves in a better position to play well on Tuesday.
How do you make sure that this loss doesn't spiral into something worse when you have a tough game at Clemson coming up?
We'll see. We'll see if we can respond. I can't guarantee you that's going to happen. You know, I can't guarantee you with this group that that's how we're going to respond. I don't know. So I wish I could, but I'm not sure. Hopefully we do. We have it other times this year, but hopefully we get off the mat and play well Tuesday night.
Thanks, Coach.
All right. Thank you.